Hi guys, in this video we're going to look into scene management and keeping everything nice and tidy. We're going to look into naming conventions and generally making sure our scene is nice and professional. So I've got this little box character that you might see in some of the other videos, but at the moment if I just look in the outliner, everything is called pcube this, pcube that. If I bring that into Unity, I have no idea what pcube 10 is. I don't know what it is. It's just this random sort of abstract thing. So I need to name everything. So this is his head here. So at the very least, I want to call this head. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use a naming convention here. I'm going to say mesh underscore head. So I'm going to put a prefix on this. This is his body here. So mesh underscore body. Okay, some people might just use m underscore body. It doesn't really matter, just so long as you're keeping everything the same across everything. So this is mesh underscore upper arm, and then I'm going to put a suffix on this one because it's his right arm, so I'm going to put upper arm R. Okay, that means if I duplicate it, I just need to change one name there. So try to get into the habit of naming everything as you go. Mesh underscore lower arm underscore R, and then I would go through all of this to do everything else. Mesh underscore hand underscore R. When you've got multiple things, mesh underscore, I'm just going to call this finger 1 underscore R. It doesn't matter too much there. You could be more specific, middle finger, pinky finger if you wish. Mesh underscore finger 2 underscore R. Mesh underscore finger 2 lower underscore R because it's the second part. And here mesh underscore we've got finger 3 underscore R, and finally mesh underscore finger 3 lower underscore R. Nice. So now I've got everything named. This looks a lot tidier. I've got pcube 1 up here, so this is one of my blend shapes, so I should have named this earlier. So this is right head stretch. Okay, so you can rename in the outliner as well, underscore BS. Actually, I'm going to put the prefix on this one. So this is BS for blend shape here. Cool. Now you may be building some meshes that are out of multiple objects. So I'm just going to create a really bad tree here at the moment. So my tree is made out of 2 objects here, and in here again I want to name them. So mesh underscore tree leaves, and then mesh underscore tree trunk. Cool, so I use the word tree in both of those here, but they're kind of separate. So I can parent this one to this one, so it's going to move around with it, but what I'm also going to do is I'm going to press Command G or Control G, and that's going to group them together. And what a group is it's like a nothing, it's an empty, but it keeps them grouped together. So this is good when you've got like kind of loads of stuff that you maybe don't want to parent up properly, and then I can call this now tree master, and I could maybe put G underscore for a group at the front there. Now when you make a group, it will always be in at 0, 0, 0, so this is another good reason why you should model everything at 0, 0, 0. So if I now model my tree, my second tree, let's just make it look different for no reason whatsoever. And I've got both of these. Let's say I'm modeling over here. If I press Control G, the pivot point of the group is over here, which is kind of awkward if you want to rotate it and things like that. So it would be better to set this back to 0 now. So if I parent that back up, go in here, 0 these out, select the group now, and I can now move my group wherever I want, sort of thing, which is really kind of handy. So this group, and then I can call this one tree to master, and let's put G underscore at the front of that. Now when I bring that into Unity, I will see this as one node. You will have your one tree here as a whole. You'll also be able to expand and select the things underneath it within Unity if you wish, but this is just a way to keep things really organized. So name everything. I made my little blend shape layer over here in my last video, so I'm going to name this blend shape. Okay, I'm not going to call it layer this time because it's already a layer, isn't it? It can't be anything else over there. Whenever you make a material, so you might want, well, each object will want its own material. So rather than having 20,000 blins that live in your scene, blin 1, blin 2, blin 3, blin 4, name them. So let's apply this blin over here, and this is my tree 2. So if I select this, I can rename it here, tree 2, and it's a material, so let's just put mat at the front of that for material there. So I'm just keeping everything tidy. That means when I bring this into Unity, it'll bring its material in as well, and it'll be called material tree 2. I know exactly where to plug my textures in if I haven't already embedded them, and it keeps everything tidy. So this may seem annoying to do this, but it will make your life so much easier, and it will be much more professional as well. This is what people will do in industry, particularly if you have to give your files to someone else. If you hand them a file full of pcube this, pcube that, they're not going to know what it is. Also kind of artists as well, when they're working with programmers, if they haven't named their stuff, the programmer doesn't know what pcube 1 is and pcube 2 is, even if you know what they are. So you give them stuff to work with. It'll make your kind of teamwork a lot easier as well. Okay, so in this video we've covered kind of naming conventions, we've covered scene management, we've looked at grouping by pressing Ctrl-G there, which can just tidy a few things up, which is really nice. It's good not to have the root of your object being a mesh. It's nice to have it as a null. So G underscore block character. Super. Okay, thank you very much, guys.